This is my 1967 Austin-Healey 3000 Mark III BJ8, and it is finished in beautiful and black with red interior, which were the correct colors from the factory. It has undergone an extensive professional restoration, which is all photo documented in the portfolio, including the exterior, the interior, the mechanics, woodwork, all of the bright work, top, radials, and on and on. It has traveled only 47,000 original, fully documented miles from new. There's absolutely no rust in it anywhere, ever. Look at the beautiful color combination. Sam just commented the black and the red really are a stunning contrast. It has the original banjo type steering wheel, and the options include the 4-speed transmission, the highly desirable overdrive. It has the original British Motor Corp AM radio, full Smith instrumentation, which is all fully functional. And it runs nice and cool, and it is an absolute pleasure to drive. The interior is all red with the silver piping, with the red carpeting and the red door panels. Look at the door jambs on it, which gives you a much better idea of the extent of the restoration. Also has the Austin-Healey scripted floor mats in it. It drives and handles like a well-oiled clock. It is nice and tight. There's no pulling of the braking system. The transmission is nice and tight. The throw in it is exactly as it should be. There's no play in the steering, even at highway speeds. The trunk is absolutely pristine, with a fifth wire wheel and radial tire, leather hold-on strap. It has a full tonneau and convertible top boot, which I've never utilized. Of course, there's a shut-off valve in the trunk with a new heavy-duty battery. I mentioned the portfolio just a few moments ago. Included here is the Austin-Healey 3000 Driver's Handbook, a detailed overview. Of the car. Here is the title and the second owner's name, which is when he titled it back in 1972. And then the photographic portfolio.
That is a nice portfolio. I mean, he's really done a great job.
Yes. The question was not how much, only how good. It was an open checkbook restoration. Interior, exterior, mechanics, all the bright work.
Well, we've seen a lot of these documentation books, and this one has really done well. I mean, they've taken care of everything. Look at that. Very nice.
Every piece of bright work, both interior and exterior, was removed, triple plated to show quality. Here you can see the correct dual exhaust system, which you'll hear in just a moment at startup, which has that very, very striking Austin-Healey 3000 sound to it. And another look at the interior. Again, please examine the door panels and, most importantly, the door jambs in it to see the level of the restoration. The seating appears as if it's never been sat in. It does include a dual set of seat belts. All of the Smith instrumentation is fully functional. The doors close like the doors of a safe. The body panel fit on this Healey is absolutely incredible. please examine the seams. And as you may well understand, black tends to be a very unforgiving and unsympathetic color to finish a car in, especially if there are imperfections in the paint and in the body. The front end on this car is just always taken my breath away. You can see the gravel guards on the headlamps. It does have the turn signals and the amber driving lamps and the correct Lucas fog lamps on the front on the badge bar. You know, the vertical slats on the grills of the 67s, I thought gave it a very, very unique and special and intriguing look. The engine compartment, as you can see, is show quality, finished to a very, very high standard. There's really only break-in mouths on this 3000 since the restoration was completed. And you can see the dual carburation and the correct clamps that were used, and the various numbers on it, along with the certificate, confirm that it is a matching numbers car. Now nice and warm, and as you may be able to see, the gauges show that the oil pressure is running at about 80 pounds, and it's also running nice and cool, which is very, very desirable on these, that they do not heat up. This is the best driving 3000 I have ever had the pleasure of driving. There is just absolutely no substitute for a low mileage two-owner car. The prior estate owner owned this car for almost 50 years, and it drives and handles beautifully. Again, it is nice and tight. It has the electric overdrive, which some Healey enthusiasts suggest actually give it 7 gears rather than 4. We're going to engage that overdrive.
Wow, very noticeable RPM drop.
Yeah, very noticeable RPM drop. But even with 2 full-size guys in this, the 6-cylinder...
Hey, speak for yourself.
Thank you for the perspective. With one mature driver and
a skinny guy.
Right. Thank you, Sam. You know, it pulls beautifully in 3rd gear, even up hills. What a great car for this time of the year, open road driving.
to me, this is the cleanest one that you've had.
Yes, it's just head and shoulders above others that I thought were